As an easy entry point into writing, may I recommend to you fan fiction? I know that phrase in many circles gets a negative connotation and so forth, but I actually think, again, if you're starting off, it can be a great accelerator to writing. And it doesn't matter whether you're writing short stories, novels, or screenplays, anything therein. I think fan fiction, the reason why it is a great accelerator is because you don't have to come up with the characters and the world building. It's, whatever you're a fan of, you get to pick and you can continue the story, create a second story, whatever it is. And, the goal isn't necessarily to have to put it out and things like that, but it is a great way to, practice those skill sets of storytelling, in whatever medium fashion you choose to bring that to life. I think that's a wonderful way because, again, you already, if you're passionate, I assume that you already know how a character would react and in certain situations, and you could pick different parts of, the world that's already established and things of that nature. It just becomes an easier road to understanding what works and what doesn't, right? You're essentially getting that practice of storytelling, but you have some guardrails. For me as a filmmaker, what I started off kind of doing was, literally in video class in high school, we were given the assignment of, we had to make a how-to video. That was like the first thing we had to make. And I kind of spun that on its head and decided, well, why don't we do a video that's a training simulation of how to escape the Matrix, because I love the Matrix so much. And, we made this like insane kind of how-to video where, you have agents chasing, this guy from the Matrix and, people are jumping off railings and stuff like that. Like, we had a real blast with it. And it taught me as a filmmaker, various things of, because I can mimic that style. So I was able to learn of like, what looks good and why and so forth, right? So that was an easy path into filmmaking by kind of spinning that on its head. And so that's why I recommend, just writing some fan fiction. Again, you don't have to post it. You can if you would like to. That could be fun in and of its own. And also, in today's day and age, when you sort of look at it, when everything's so IP driven, especially, but it doesn't have to just be for this, but especially in the movie realm or even TV shows, right? Every movie studio wants something that's like branded and known. And so, when you already can write quote unquote good fan fiction, then okay, you can write the next Planet of the Apes movie or the next Marvel movie, whatever it is. Like, you're already in that wheelhouse of being able to write for these characters. So, in that regard, it actually is a beneficial, tangible skill set, ironically. So, yeah, for all those reasons, I think we can look at fan fiction less as a pejorative and a negative connotation and look at it as something that we can actually embrace, So, ultimately, yes, I am someone who loves and wants original stories, but part of how we get there is we need to master the craft, and this is certainly a way that has sort of worked for me. And so I offer it up to you. Thank you as always. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time.